Hi, hello, it's me, Vic. I'm here again. Think we're at the week marker here. I believe this has been a week straight of streaming every night for 30 minutes. I'm not going to be playing any any game audio because I feel like listening to music, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Music that would get me instantly demonetized in YouTube and delete my channel and make it so longer you can no longer see you wonderful people. So we're gonna go ahead and not do that. While I was setting up my stream, this insolent Pidgey decided to come battle me. This level 11 Pidgey decided to come battle my level 94 Mewtwo. I could have instantly killed it with no remorse, but I decided to make a lesson of it. This is what happens when you mess with me when I'm trying to set up my stream. Don't do that. That's bad. Don't. That's rude. At least be at least be high level if you're gonna do that. Make it worth my time. Make it like a level 50 or something so that I can at least level up my other Pokemon. Um, I had the realization that the rooftop full of fading energy collectors from EMC from last time was kind of a bad decision. And did Zigzagoon have his tongue out? Was kind of a bad decision insofar as I could have afforded a regular little shit. I could have just afforded a straight up final, I believe it's called, energy collector. But you live, you learn, I guess. Anywho, speaking of execute, we did in fact just execute that execute, but no, that's not what I meant to say. I did a bit more evolving some of our Pokemon, doing a bit of grinding, some egg grinding that is, on evolution grinding, I suppose. But look at this, absolutely need it. I need a gigantic execute so we can turn it into a gigantic Alolan execute. Imagine how glorious that would be. Beautiful. Anyways, let's go ahead and put that guy back in there. I've mostly just been wandering around. I was looking for a Mr. Mime until not too long ago, but I found him like an hour before I started this stream. So, you know, don't have much of an objective. We're just gonna wander around and see what happens in this wonderful world of Pixelmon. Needs to change my music. Just maybe set up a hotkey for that. It's funny though, last time around I ended saying, this is kind of a disappointing note to end this episode, but we're going to end it here. And I ended it, and what do you know, a Mew popped up. So we have a fresh Mew to spawn some Dittos out of. I'm a little too lazy to set up some more breeding grounds, facilities, whatever, more ranches, which is what you need in order to make the eggs. And I mean, it's going to take me forever to to the eggs as is, so I should really just set up the ranches. But again, lazy. I mean, there's a couple of things I should do. I should get a little further along in Thaumcraft. I should get a little further uh, with the eggs, like I had mentioned. I've got a bunch of fishing rods set up. I don't know what any of they've got modifiers, got them appraised. I don't know what any of it means, but we'll figure that out as we go along here. I think there's a couple of Pokemon that are considerably easier to deal with when you've got them as a when you try to get them through fishing rods. I I had a whole adventure underground where I had a destruction catalyst and just blew out whole sections under forests and tried to find leaf stones. God, that was miserable. I destroyed a whole forest biome. Like if Minecraft had gravity, this entire forest would just be toppled over. It'd just be destroyed. Just a gigantic hole in the ground where a forest once lived. Miserable, just miserable. I had maybe enough for one leaf stone and a couple of shards after that. You only get shards when you mine a ore, and you need to craft 9 shards into a regular stone. So, do I want another Hoopa? I mean, I guess we can do it. Come on. I Hoopa was actually, I think, maybe the first legendary I was in a position to catch. So I wouldn't necessarily say proud, but definitely like the little fellow. It's a cute Pokemon. I really like the design, and I like the whole gimmick with the genie in the bottle and all that. Oh, that's a cute little shitter. I'm generally. Is he a. What? Oh, fuck. Um. I don't know what to do now? Can I. Oh, you little shitter. It's fine, we got some experience. I'm not gonna complain too much. Oh, we are experiencing a bit of lag, which is weird because it's not like I'm moving around too fast. I'm kind of just wandering around on foot. Maybe it's trying to do some weird stuff. I've not gotten too much further in Dark Tide. I got my veteran to level 8, 9, 9. And my zealot is. Oh, right, he's a ground type. My zealot is item level like 400 ish. I think they have it soft capped so you can only generally um, get to about level 400, item level 400, which doesn't feel great, but I understand why they're doing it so sweats like me can't get to max item level before everyone else. But I mean, it's called a beta. If you want people to test it, you should probably give them access to it. That seems like it'd be a pretty prudent idea to me, anyways. But what do I know? I'm not a game developer. I guess I just talk a lot about them. That crocodile? I won't bother. It's still a load of fun. I'm not digging veteran as much as I was kind of hoping I would. We'll let's get back here, you little shit. We'll see how I feel as I get into like level 15-ish. Hoping that'll kind of bring me back into it. I probably should start playing more Ogryn because I was having a lot of fun with Ogryn. I'm not a big fan of the magic class in Darktide slash Vermintide. I thought Sienna was fun, or rather, I could acknowledge Sienna was fun, but she wasn't my type of class, if that makes any sense. Sienna being the psychic type person in Vermintide. Like I had a bit of fun playing with her. I think I got her to max regardless. I might not have. I'm only gotten her like 10, 15. But she just wasn't for me, and that's all right. It's all right to not necessarily gel with a game design like that. The problem with veteran is that I feel like if I was in a pre-made group, maybe I would be into it a little bit more. I think by myself, I'm having a lot more fun with Zealot. Once I have to, I feel like they have to do a balance pass on the Thunderhammer, and once they do, I have a feeling I'm going to enjoy Zealot a ton more. Look at this absolute unit! Wow, are you a boss? No, you're just gigantic. I'm gonna capture you. You're mine now. I'm gonna throw out whatever else I had before. I think Deerling has different forms, so maybe this is a form I haven't seen before. I think I have a pink one, and I think I already have the green one, but I don't know what other forms there are. Deerling is fairly common, so even if there's an evolution or something where I need multiple Pokemon, I'm not super worried about it. I don't remember where Deerling was. 585. I was thinking 855 for some reason. But yeah, so even if I kind of waste some Pokemon a little, I'm not super worried about it. I've definitely seen I've seen it before. I guess I should go through, right? We got the first box filled out. The Venusaur is right here in my inventory. I've got 31 through 60. Some of them aren't evolved yet, but it's a matter of pedantics. I'm still looking for what's this one? I forget. And the I'm working on the Slowpoke right now, the evolved Slowpoke. I don't remember what Pokemon this is. I know it's a water type Pokemon. You find it in the ocean, but I just haven't seen it for some reason. And then I think this is Mr. Mime. Where's my Mr. Mime? What? Guess I never... Oh shit. I never actually put him where he's supposed to be. Am I confused? There we go. Kabuto, working on the evolved Kabuto. Working on evolving Dratini. Use the 3 legendary birds. So, I mean, we're incredibly close to finishing the first generation, which is fun. Is Electabuzz really the generation 1? I guess it is. I just feel like Electabuzz and Magmar are from different, and Tauros are from different generations, but maybe that's just because of my experience with their pre-evolutions and Tauros. I don't know, it just doesn't really feel like, I mean, aesthetically and design-wise, crap, I don't want to step on that. It feels a lot like a first generation Pokemon, just in terms of it's pretty simple, right? They went a little crazy with some of them. Like, what the fuck is a Mew? Or a Mewtwo for that matter, or like the idea of like, well, I guess Gyarados is based on Japanese myths. Like Porygon is fucking weird. Jinx is fucking weird. I think some of these are based on like Japanese folklore as well. But I mean, you know, for the most part, they're a little more simple. Whereas Tauros, I don't know, maybe it's just like the anime. When I was a kid, I just have associations from the anime, and maybe there was a Tauros on, no, there wouldn't have been a Tauros on my team when I was playing the second generation. I don't know. Very odd. Yeah, I'm just wandering around, not doing too much. I mean, there's tons of stuff I could be doing. Sometimes you just kind of want to wander around and explore things, especially because I have not kind of really seen all the biomes, and was it Biomes of Plenty? Yeah, Biomes of Plenty. And plus, who knows, might see some interesting Pokemon just wandering around, so never a bad thing to just wander around. I might see some ultra rare spawns. I need to. I did a thing where when I was mining out the forest, when I was deforesting a region, I went to the very bottom and looked for Pokemon spawns there. I cleared out a whole like little arena, right? A whole little pretty decent sized arena, and nothing was spawning, right? Nothing was spawning. I was like, okay, well, I know in vanilla Minecraft, mobs cannot spawn in Bedrock, or rather on Bedrock. I said, okay, well, I'll put some cobblestone down. Nope, still nothing then. I don't know if maybe I just didn't wait long enough. I waited maybe like 5 minutes or so. You figured there'd be enough time. Well, a single drill bird did spawn. Not too much other than that. Maybe it's just because it would have to be like natural or whatever. Certain Pokemon only spawn on natural or man-made flooring or whatever. So maybe I would have needed to have set up some like regular stone because that's quote unquote natural. I don't know. The Drillbur can spawn in man-made environments, but the rest of them couldn't. Maybe it was a mix of all of the above. And that's probably the most realistic, all things considered. I wish I could play Dark Tide on stream with my computer dying. I mean, it pretty much dies even without V.I.C face on. So fortunate for that. I really hope they just focus on optimizing it. That's not entirely true. I definitely want them to do some balance patches first, balance pass-throughs first. But I can't imagine those are exactly the same team of people doing those things. So I don't know. Maybe they can do both. That'd certainly be good. Excuse me, Venusaur. I need you to attack this bug. I think it'll be a great game once they get some patches into it. I mean, I've certainly had fun with it so far. I have 35 hours excluding the closed beta. So, you know, I can't complain about that. That's some good. It's about $1 per hour already, something like that. Should probably. There's the little sucker right there. 314. Come on. I right clicked. 6, 12, 13, 14. Okay. And I think that has a counter type Pokemon like Plusle and Minor, whatever. We already have a couple blip bugs. I got them not that long ago. I know it has like 2 evolutions, so I have a couple blip bugs actually. What a pretty biome. It'd be kind of a pain to build anything here, but it might be worth it even. I definitely have times when I feel more like building and times when I don't. I had a SMP with some friends and I built this really cool looking cathedral. Spent a whole bunch of time on it and I just about finished the cathedral. It definitely could have used a little more work, a little more finishing touches. I I built the entirety of that the current building I use within the first day and just never add anything on to the top of it or honestly anything else. I mean, obviously I did the underground section, but I didn't do anything else to it. Which is a little unfortunate because I think it could look really cool, especially with all the stuff I've got going on with it. Yeah, I had a cool idea and just never followed up on it, which story of my life. Come on, you little shitter. I think the number one problem with Craft is that he needs to add in more biomes or change the Pokemon spawn locations, unless he's trying to make it really difficult for some reason to catch them all. But as it is in the default pack, there's no biomes of plenty, and um, the original Pixelmon is based around there being biomes of plenty mod packs. So you'll have lots of Pokemon where you can only really catch them in like a single biome at a certain time of the day. Hello? A single biome at a single time of day. And it's just kind of a pain in the butt. You have to kind of be looking for them as opposed to just kind of happen upon them, which is what I like a lot more. I mean, maybe the intention is that you have to spend a whole bunch of time and effort to do these things, but that I don't want to do that. That to me, it's like wander around, catch some Pokemon. That's kind of the appeal of it. I love Legends of Arceus for that reason. Not enough for it to be Game of the Year for the Nintendo Switch. I think even though I've never played any of the other games, I think that Game Freak is a lot of work to go. They have to work internally on many things, I'll say, at the very least, but in particular where they want to go with the series. Do they want it to be a COD-like game or do they just kind of make minor improvements? Add some extra Pokemon, add 100 extra Pokemon or 200 or however much they usually add. Do they want to try these new innovations like 3D and the world, um, open world? What else do they add in the latest thing? Around they have like paths or whatever. Do they want to like keep on adding gimmicks? It's really inconsistent, and that's gonna pull the franchise down. Honestly, almost more than anything, is if they clearly don't have the passion to make like a great Pokemon game. I don't know anything about the developers. I don't know. Maybe they do have a lot of passion, but the management is holding them back, or maybe the CEO is holding the management back. I don't know. It really doesn't matter to me. But the end result is clear. That besides maybe some of the Pokemon designers or whatever, maybe some of the environment designers, whatever the case may be. All right, there's always exceptions, we'll say. But the general vibe is that they just they have a golden goose and they're sitting on it, and they're not really doing too much with it. They're not. They're not really making sure the golden goose thrives. It's just existing And I mean that's fair. I understand why somebody would want to do something like that, but at the same time, it's unfortunate for the people who are like really into this series, and I'm sure there are like tons of developers who would love to do honestly amazing things with Pokemon. Like if you gave the Legend of Zelda developers the keys to the city, as it were, I'm sure they could do something great with it, even if they don't have passion for the series, which I'm sure a lot of them enjoy Pokemon. But I bet you they could do some crazy stuff with the series, you know. Which I mean, obviously, not the same developers, not the same company, whatever. Who cares? That's not my point. Is right. My point is that if you gave any other not any other developers, most other Nintendo developers, they would be able to be to be able to make something from it, right? And I think it's unfortunate that the Pokemon Company and Game Freak, whoever's the main people behind it, haven't been able to do anything with it. Really, you can see they've somebody has come up with an idea, and wasn't this 884? 844. Um, it's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate, is what it is. I always hate talking about things like that necessarily because I feel like, well, I mean, I guess nobody's gonna find it at the moment, but when somebody does find it, they're gonna be like, well, no, actually, it's not Game Freak, it's the Pokemon company that develops it, and no, actually, there's a lot of really talented, uh, caring individuals behind the team. I'm like, oh, okay, that's not really what my point is. There's something there holding back the passion, and I think that another set of developers who have a better team set up and a clearer vision and the priorities to make a clearer vision could be doing a whole lot with the series. Especially when it's such a beloved franchise. I mean, one of the biggest franchises of all time is being held back, and it's unfortunate. I mean, you can argue all you want that it's not being held back, but I mean, honestly, think about all of the indie developed Pokemon games, and of course, not all of them are great. A lot of them are disappointing in different ways, but think about the budget they have. Think about the budget Pokemon has. Think about the scale of the difference. Think about the level of passion the two teams have, and you can see one is clearly inspired. What was that? There was one that came out pretty recently, a Pokemon like indie developed game. I think it was an MMO even. I don't remember exactly the name of it, but the environments in the game were incredibly pretty. There was a story. I mean, it wasn't a great story. Oh, do I have one of these? I do. I don't want to kill it, but I'm going to for ease of my own life. Um, but yeah, if they had been given the reins of it, let them have the ability to pick new developers and uh, give them a while to get set up and stuff, I bet you they'd be doing a hell of a lot better of a job than the current Pokemon developers, which is unfortunate. Like, it's such an opportunity that is wasted. I did watch the Rick and Morty episode. This place looks weird. It looks all foggy, but I think that's just an illusion stemming from the fact that the bottom of these dune grasses kind of look like sand. Gives it an interesting look, to say the least. Um, what's it talking about? I don't remember exactly, honestly. Maybe the Rick and Morty episode. It was pretty good. I got the point of it. It's a fun little episode. I'm looking forward to new Rick and Morty's again weekly. I'm not like a super fan or whatever, but I mean it's a good show. I am constantly on the look for new media to satiate my unending need for mental stimulation. So, really, really anything that isn't like reality TV is good for me. And I understand why people like reality TV. I'm just not a big fan of it. I just, And I've definitely watched things that you can probably classify as reality TV, but I'm not a big fan of in particular. Sandstone, what is this? Not a big fan of the kind of overproduced, intended to cause drama. Well, I didn't go shift. Guessing that was lag. But I mean, again, I get why other people like it, and I respect that. But also, I'm not super interested. Survivor does seem kind of interesting, and I've definitely thought about watching Survivor. I've definitely watched some Survivor like things before in my time. Oh God, what was the name of the one terrible reality show with the nerds? Was it like King of the Nerds or something like that? Oh my God, that show was fucking hilarious. Not intentionally, mind you, just by virtue of being as terrible as it was and filled with exactly the type of people you would expect. Oh God. I still find it funny that the what was the Maker Studios or whatever, their reality TV show where they wanted to like be buttholes and excuse me? Oh yeah. And try and turn people against each other or whatever, just failed miserably because people didn't want to do it. I find that hilarious. Then again, Maker Studios seem like kind of a mess in general. I wonder a lot how what my chances are, or rather, what my chances would have been if I had been on YouTube in that era and just continued doing it. Would I have acquired some level of success? Would I be making some kind of money right now? Would I be in a place where I would now or would I be in a place where I'd have the experience, know-how, and connections to be able to make a name for myself on YouTube? Or would I have said, God, this is miserable, I never want to do this again? Or would I have just kind of silently fallen off the map, perhaps, and been like, I tried. Oh, shit. I've seen these before. Wait, that's what the temple is? Holy crap. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh, I've seen these before. I didn't even think about it mentally while I was flying over it. But this is where you can get a Moltres. I still don't know how to get an orb though. I just don't see that many bosses. Let me um uh I, I it's crazy to me that getting a Moltres is gonna be more difficult than let's say getting 20 Entei. Like I could have gotten 20 Entei in the time it would take me to even see this one shrine, honestly. Just insane. I've not seen a single orb. How am I gonna get 3 orbs for the normal legendary birds, and then 3 more for the are they Galarian, or are they Alolan birds? I think the Galarian because I've played Sun and Moon and I don't remember any variants of the legendary bird, so I'm guessing that they're the Galarian. I don't know. I don't even. Oh, crap. I kind of want to look up to see how you get the Galarian versions, but I know A, it's going to fill me with disappointment. B, uh, I don't think I have that one yet. B, I don't remember what my B was because I don't remember what my A was. I'm going to fill me with disappointment, and I'm not going to be able to do it anyways for a long time. We need some of these. So there's no real point in doing it, alright? Oh, I guess I am pretty high up. I was like, wait a second, I don't think that the lightning shard should be spawning this down low. But no, we're like kind of on a mountain, aren't we? Hmm. He just say he's gonna give me a donut. That's actually pretty funny. I wonder if that's a Pokemon line or a Pixelmon line. Also, getting that knowledge book has not been as wonderful as I necessarily would have hoped it to be, because I was really hoping I'd be able to get some better food. Best food I've found so far is this glistening salad, I think because it's made of all these things with V.I.C on it, this costs a golden carrot and a golden apple, and it's kind of insane that it doesn't give you regeneration or what's it called? Not saturation, absorption, yeah, absorption with little extra hearts or anything like that, considering how much it costs. And it doesn't even fill your hunger bar up. With all those, with all the gold involved, you figured at least do that much, but I don't know. I'm not a game developer, as I've said before. Just some guy willing to spend hundreds of hours in fucking Pixelmon when he should be doing other things. I think if I could play Darktide on stream, I'd be streaming a bit more. But I mean, I'm not super upset about that fact. I'm not like, if I could only play Darktide on stream, I'd be streaming so much more. It's more like, I'd be streaming more. I think that'd be nice to get that experience. But my main thing, is just consistency. Because I think, like I've said before, I think I can be pretty entertaining with it. Just kind of get the ball rolling. Once I get that ball rolling, I think it's just a matter of time before I kind of get comfortable and everything turns out a little bit better from there. I need to also I've been thinking a lot about what I can do to necessarily make video making more of a habit. And I think just in terms of making it more of a habit, well, I guess there's only one thing you can do, right? It's just making it a habit, just trying to spend more time doing it. And in that sense, I've been thinking about either doing it before stream or after stream. I feel like if I do it after stream, I might be too, like, mentally fatigued to do it, and in that kind of weird introverted way. Oh, the fuck. I'm very, not self-aware. Self-aware is not quite the right word of how long I stream. Because I know a lot of other introverts that stream that I've heard. Oh, fuck off. He's fucking dark. That I've heard their opinions on streaming and they get real tired. And I don't do that. Maybe it's just because this is only 30 minutes. There's not really time for it. But it's for me, it's definitely more of a different type of fatigue. It's not like a social fatigue, and maybe it's just because I don't have an audience. But I mean, I don't. It's a different kind of fatigue. It's more like a doing your homework, doing housework, doing errands type of fatigue than it is like a social fatigue, which I understand very well. Don't get me wrong. It's two different sensations for me, at least. Which, I mean, it's going to be different for everybody, right? But for me, anyways, that's what it's like. Have I done this one before? It looks kind of familiar. Maybe I just haven't completed it yet. It's a distinct possibility. I think this might have been one of the early gyms I did at. Yes, this is one of the early gyms I did. Remember it well. And by well, I mean, really not that well. I wonder if I can just skip that jump. I can. I can skip all that. Wait, can I skip like all of it? How? Okay, let's just do that. Is Corsola a ground type? Might be like a rock type or something. Let's give it a shot and find out. You know that worked. Okay, cool. E2 is level 95. I do not claim to be a parkour. Are there only 3 trainers in this entire gym? That's kind of insane. I wonder if we can get Walrein in a ice biome. I think there's a like ice ice biome near my base, so that's something I could consider. I think these gyms would be cooler if instead of basing it off of your maximum level Pokemon, it based it off of your okay, go Slowpoke's evolving. It based it off of the current Pokemon, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there's some kind of cheese that could happen. Like you soften it up with a level 1 Pokemon and then beat it up with the level 100 Pokemon so you get the experience or something like that, but I don't know. It'd be nice if there was an option to choose. I mean, I guess there might be, but I mean, I've looked in the config file and I didn't see anything quite like that, so I don't believe that there is. Oh, Maxkey takes a leaf stone. Guess we can get that other Dratini in here. What am I doing? We'll do that. Get a little easier on myself. Man, but can I not get up there from here? Oh, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Get down to one of the other ones. I'm gonna guess no. Maybe if it's like perfectly timed, you might be able to parkour into it. But I'm gonna guess in a general sense, no. Oh, I think it lags a little bit every time I press shift because it has to show the EMC in the corner. Or it might just be slightly lagging anyways because I've computer's not exactly built for this. I think if I stay here, I might not get dropped off. Whereas if I go towards the trainer, I have a feeling I may get dropped off because of how fucking massive the Mewtwo gets when he's mega evolved. For a final. Am I gonna have to start my parkour all the way from over here again? I may have to. Come on. I promise I'm not usually this incompetent when it comes to. Oh, let's try this. Maybe this will help a little bit. Keep overloading my encoding. It's something I have to keep in mind when I'm streaming for realsies instead of just for practice. And I don't have that many dropped frames, so I think that's a good sign. I don't know, I've never actually watched one of these back, and I know that's pretty much the #1 advice you get. Fuck. But doesn't that just take you over there? What am I supposed to be doing? That's not the gym leader, is it? Where am I supposed to be going? Let's see if we can see anything from right here. Maybe that like launches you up or something? Yeah, I guess we'll try getting there and see what happens, but it doesn't look like that should do anything necessarily. We will find out. I think above my head there is like right there. If we do something like that, here, there. Okay. Just a little bit of head bonkage here, but I don't think we have to sprint for this one. There's nothing above my head there. Elevator. Oh, hello. Is it you? Are you the boss? Okay. Oh, I don't know what a Huntail is. That's interesting. Wait, did I tell him to do Max Lightning again? I don't think I did, but he did it anyways. Does he just have Huntails and Sharkpedos or whatever? Or she? I don't know. Don't bonk me off, I swear to God, you little shit. Looks like my Dratini's evolving, perhaps. That certainly would be nice. I would not complain about that. Get rid of Twister. I think Swampert is a ground type. So we'll Side Strike. Plus we get a stab bonus for that, I think. Oh crap. Oh crap. Hope that's not the Dratini that was evolving. Come on, just hold. Crap. Nah, that's a wipe. That's fine, because that means we get more experience, is the way I look at it. Holy crap, what's going on with the sky? Oh, Jesus. Uh, stop, stop, stop. Holy crap. We have rare candies on us? No, we don't. Oh, it's not exactly what I meant to do. I kind of wish I had a whatchamacallit right now. Don't exactly remember. Doing a lot of thinking. Could not particularly tell you why. Making 1,000 calculations and they're all wrong. Holy crap. That was rude. Oh crap. No. Yeah, I don't think Mega Evolving. They're gonna try to evolve again, but they can't because they're fucking fainted. But I don't have any rare candies to evolve them. So this is a bit. Oh, I wasn't even gonna say that word. I was gonna say a bit of a catch-22 is what I was going to say. Wonder if we can fly up here. You might be able to. Put water gem on. Done, and we'll come back here later. Let's heal up and go back home so we can evolve them. I could just normally level them up, but instead, I'm going to do is use rare candy on them. Wish there was just a way to force them to evolve if they're capable of, like in Legends of Arceus. Arceus? Plus Tyranitar is almost ready to evolve, so that's certainly good. Can't complain about that. I'll be able to use a experience thingy on him. Oh, it's been 40 minutes already. I haven't even thought about it. Okay, I'm getting better at this. Why don't I go for like we'll push myself a little bit. I will go for like an hour. 50 minutes I think is probably good. Slowly increase it until I don't notice anymore. And then ultimately I'm doing this for me, right? So whatever feels comfortable. 266, 244. No, 26. Is that right? Is that really where that goes? Wait, what's this? 265. This would be 264. So that goes there. Okay, so I was just confused for some reason. When I first placed the little fella down. I go back to my base and do what I said to do. Can I get up here flying? Oh crap. I am beginning to immediately regret my decisions in life. Oh crap, that's gonna be. Oh, if I use some. Okay, whew. I was really worried he was about to one-shot me again. Am I about to beat this anyways? Oh, shit, Swampert. Okay. Hmm. I don't remember how many more Pokemon the boss has. If this is the last one, we might have never mind. I can crit it. Synop Floatzel, there's another one. Ugh, I don't know why you can't run from these fucking battles. I mean, I guess you can't in the normal game either, but does it make it less of any pain in the butt? Oh, Pupitar's level 55. We got a Tyranitar now. Nope. 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 17 seconds. It's gonna be less time for me to just start walking. 12 seconds. Should really spend some time and do some things that I need to do. I've just been hedonistically doing video games and honestly pretty much just video games. Really starting to have a moment of self-reflection where I'm realizing things are slowly slipping from my grasp and I really need to just focus on doing certain things that I've been putting off. Otherwise everything will just start slipping slowly through my grasp. And I can't really have that. Video games are fun, but I need to be doing things I need to be doing, especially when I already have a certain allotted time spot. When I know I'm going to be playing video games, and I can lengthen that time spot by however much I want, by simply spending a little more time streaming and playing video games. Oh. Even if I stop the stream right here, I don't necessarily think I would go do those things. I think I would just go and play some Dark Tide, which is not a great sign. I did send out some emails I was supposed to yesterday, but I know that there are certain other thing, and I know I need to follow up on those emails as soon as possible, otherwise it may be too late, which is no fun at all. If I wait too long to do these streaming things, somebody else will do them first, and while obviously I should do them if I want to do them. Barry, it's Barry. Um, just the sooner I start, the less I'm going to regret it in the future. Is the way I try to look at things in life. It doesn't help me as much as I wish it would. That kind of thinking doesn't help me as much as I really, really do wish it would. Holy shit, that meteor destroyed that Poke Center. Get wrecked, nerds. But, I mean, what's the point in making up all these not necessarily idioms, but these ways of thinking if they don't help you overcome your fears or whatever in the first place, right? I don't know. So what are the Project X exclusive items? Because I don't know what else. What is explosive lens? Like, what does that do? Oh, we've got that. We've got that. Got that. Got that. I mean, I guess we're pretty much done with it, right? I mean, there's not too much else to be done. Oh, what's the Basal's seeds? Oh, that's a pain in the butt. What does that give you? Basal's essence, which gives you Basal's rods. Gives you Basal's powder, which makes petroleum. That shouldn't be that much of a pain in the butt to get, I feel. That's why? I don't know is the answer. I don't know. I want to go smack things with a hammer, so we're gonna go do a bit of cheeky evolutions and then be on our way, my friends. I don't think I have. Oh, I have 13 rare candies. That's not terrible. Let's also check on the eggs. We'll do that as well before we. Actually, wait, no, I've got a mixing room in my inventory. We'll mix them in my inventory by getting them out of my inventory. What do you have Pokemon like in your Pokemon belt? Pokemon party, I guess? In my party? Yeah, but it is JRPG, pretty much, right? What level does Dratini's evolution evolve? I'm so close on my... Sorry, I got a bit distracted. I'm so close on my... thingy. 40, 55. So that's not super close. It's less close than I thought it would be. So one of them hadn't been evolving. One of them was just sitting in my party. Sitting in my PC, excuse me. We'll go ahead and... We'll probably want to switch Tyranitar into our party at some point, because I know he's supposed to be like super powerful. We could always use more of that. But Mewtwo is doing enough work for us at the moment, so I'm, again, not super worried about it. I believe Weasel only has Floatzel as an evolution, so we should be able to undo him and put in... I was thinking about Mantike before, but apparently you need an item to have him do that, which is unfortunate. Actually, wait, hold on. Do I not have a... Oh, no, that's a different Pokemon, I see. Oh, no, that might be an item. That might need an item. Sorry, I'm kind of... like, here, let's just throw Mudkip in there, right? Mudkip is just a water type, yeah. I don't have to think about it. My best type of decisions. Grimer. I think I actually needed to have taken him out before. I believe we already... I don't think that there's another... Oh, I remember. I wasn't certain if we'd get an Alolan Grimer out of the egg, so I kept them in there just in case. But we don't really need this egg, so that's kind of unfortunate. But there's not too much you can do about that. Well, shit, I have to imagine this was the one I just got. I don't... Let's just give it another shot, I guess, if we need to. Killed SpongeBob SquarePants. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, I'll do some inventory sorting off stream. Just get another... Oh, can we breed a Porygon? Actually be super useful. Is Porygon just normal? So he should be happy in here. Yeah, okay. They're madly in love. How can I argue with that, folks? Can't. Don't argue with love. Do I have any stones or anything I could use to evolve some other Pokemon at the moment? Thunder... Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm only one away from, Thunderstone. Got a lot of plates and stuff, so I'm certainly happy about that. Got another one this time around. Oh, put it back to the way it was before. So let's say 3, 6, 9, 10. I think there's like 20 or something, right? But I mean, we're doing alright, all things considered. Need to get rid of this dubious disc. We still need one more metal coat, and we need a master ball to be able to make the compass. Which, I mean, I've kind of just been wandering around, so I'm not too worried about having a compass. But there will be a point, and that point will come relatively soon in the grand scheme of things, where I want a nature's compass. Next time around, we might do some grinding of mods and stuff. I believe I said that yesterday, but I am starting to warm up to the idea of some more Thaumcraft again. Thaumcraft is just a bit of a grind at times, but I mean, I have the setup for it, right? I have the Planet Energistics here. I have the Arcane Transmutation Tablet. I have a bag of holding. I mean, what else do you really need, right? The answer is a lot of things, but really, that'll do it for us tonight. It's almost been an hour. Wasn't even really thinking about it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Vic, your lovely, local, friendly robo nerd, and I'll see you tomorrow.